Good evening, everyone. This is your girl, Author Erica, the podcast host of To the Max Girl Talk. Thanks for tuning in today with To the Max Girl Talk. And today I have a special guest. She's my new sister and my good friend from my group that we have on IG called Sister Movement. I have my sister, my friend Cam, on with me today. How you doing today, Cam?
Hey, thank you so much for having me on. I'm so excited to be doing this with you and to be here with you and to spend time with you. So I am truly, truly blessed and very grateful for connecting with you.
Yes, I'm grateful too. We all that's my job. That's my job with my Give a Sister a Hug Foundation. I want to build a sisterhood. I want to bring us together that way we can work. And nothing better than bringing great minds together because when we all get together as great women, we can come up with a whole lot of stuff as women. So
Yes.
but on this platform, Tuna Max Girl Talk, we're gonna talk about your business because Cam have her own little business, her own little. We're not gonna say small business. We're gonna say growing business. That's what we're gonna call it.
Yes.
So, Cam, tell us a little about your business.
Okay, so I have a home decor business. It's called NIE, which stands for Energy is Everything. Well, it's NIE Living, but the NIE stands for Energy is Everything. And that's because I sell crystals and in the future, I want to sell like all kinds of home decor, like bedding and placeware, um, all housewares, everything. But right now I'm focused more so on crystals. And so I truly believe in like crystal healing, the energy of crystals. Um, and I started NIE because when the pandemic hit, everyone went into their homes. And I think quite a few people had a little bit of like a realization that their homes did not suit their personalities, especially since they were spending a lot more time at home. And so I wanted to help people find a way to truly connect with their highest self through their environment. I think when you're in an environment, that environment can really influence your mood. I think my biggest thing with NIE is that we believe that your space can heavily influence your mood. So if you build a space for yourself that is very reflective of how you want to feel every day, and very personalized to who you are as a person, then you're only ever going to feel, for the most part, good in your own home.
Right.
It'll be that safe space that you can always come back to. And yeah, I just think of like people walking into their homes and being like I feel so good
Yes.
walking into my
Yes.
house. And so I just want to provide that to other people one way or another. So
Right.
that's
And
what
I
we
like
do.
that. Yeah, because your home is your safe space.
Yeah,
That's your comfort zone. Like your home is this place where I can be me. So,
exactly.
so tell us how you came up with that name for your business because I love the name. Tell us how you came up with the name.
Yeah, to me, energy really is everything. I'm very how do I say? I'm very sensitive to energy in that sense. Like I can pick up on things before I can notice things with my eyes. I can just feel things. Energy, I mean. And so to me, when I was thinking of like what I wanted to do and what it was going to be about, all I kept going back to was energy is everything. And it just didn't sound right creating a business called literally energy is everything.
Energy.
And so I don't know, it was literally late at night one night and I was just playing around with the names and I just thought of en period I period E, and I just played around with the name for a couple days, a couple like a week or so, and then I was like, yeah, this is really it. But I just think it's also really cool because if you think about it, IE is also used as like an example, right?
Uh,
And people like
yeah.
kind of use it as like
Mhm.
so like I also think of it in the sense of like energy is everything, but it's also like an example, when you walk into a room and feel this way, or when you pick up a crystal and feel this way, or, like you can list so many different examples of how
Right.
energy is in the
Right.
world,
Hmm.
so it I don't know, like I think about it today and I'm just like, it's so cool because there's so many things that comes out of it, and
Right.
it really is a staple. Energy truly is everything. So,
Right. That's
yeah.
cool. I like that because it's different. I love things that's different. And I love to see people do different things, and especially when they come up with the creative names. Like the names are very dope. And it's like, where you get
Thank
that from? How
you.
you come up with that? But I like how it is because IE does mean for example.
Right.
So that's true. So I like that. So tell us about the crystals. Like tell us about the crystals that you sell.
Yeah, okay, so it's funny because um my crystal journey started at the beginning of 2020, to be honest. And I had that was kind of like when I was starting to go through my own healing journey as well. Just through figuring out like who I am as a person and who I want to be, and just
Mhm.
undoing a lot of things that I learned in childhood, about like who I was supposed to be, like how I was supposed to look,
Right.
but even more so how much I was supposed to weigh. That was like always
Wow.
the biggest one. So I had to like that's when I started really like getting into my own spiritual and healing journey. And I went to this local spirit shop, like metaphysical shop, and I was looking through crystals, and there was this one piece of crystal that called out to me, and I held it, and as
Mhm.
soon as I held it, like I just felt like I felt more confident, I felt more secure,
Okay.
and I just decided to take it, like, or well, buy it. Of course, I didn't just take it, but I took it home, like I bought it. And I was like at the register talking to the lady, beautiful woman too, very peaceful energy from her. And I was like, yeah, I'm so attracted to this stone. And she was like, yeah, that's actually the stone of like um self security, like self assurance, self trust, self acceptance kind of thing, and like a boost in self esteem. And I was like, whoa, that's literally what I'm feeling when I hold it.
Right.
Like that's
Uh-huh.
crazy. Yeah. And so little by little I started bringing like crystals into my home, and like to the point where like literally you see, like I've always been a plant person. I think it's in my blood. My grandma was a plant person. She can grow
Uh-huh.
anything. And so I've always been like a plant person, but now I started like adding crystals and stuff. And I don't know, like like I said, like when I walk in through my door, I just feel like kind of
At
like
peace.
hugged, at the door.
Mhm. Yeah,
So,
it have that
yeah.
peace.
Yeah, exactly. Very
Nothing
peaceful.
like that peace. So, like the crystals, like, do you feel them? Like you say, you have them and you pick that one particular crystal up. So, when you filling the crystals up, picking them up, do you feel like the energy that it gives off, the energy come in the room or come to you?
Yeah, it's not, I feel like a lot of people kind of like think about it in the sense of like, I'm gonna hold it and I'm gonna like feel this overwhelming energy. It's usually not like that. It's usually very subtle, like, and I think I personally try not to pick up a lot of crystals because even though they give you energy, you also leave your own energy by holding it, right? And
Oh, okay.
so I try to kind of just like if I'm in a shop, like a crystal shop, for example, and they have like all of these crystals laid out on a table, I'll scan the table with my eyes, and people say that crystals call out to you, and it's not like they're literally like, pick me,
It's just
but
the
like,
energy.
yeah, something kind of like tugs you to that specific crystal. And so I'll just scan the table up and down, and then if one of them, like, if I can't just like, if I keep going back to one particular one, then I'll like pick it up and like feel like, is this for me, like, and
Hmm.
whatnot. But it's I don't know, because I feel like a lot of people expect like concrete, tangible um experiences, or what's the word, like tangible results kind of thing. Like they want to know that it actually works. But the
Right.
thing about crystals is kind of like the same thing with life. You just got to have faith in things, and you just have
Right.
to trust that
Mhm.
things are working in your favor, and that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and that all the abundance is coming your way.
Right.
um
Gotcha.
and I
Gotcha.
think a lot of people have, well, I feel like some people might have a little bit of like a tug of war when it comes to
Mhm.
that type of mindset, you know?
Right. Gotcha.
So, yeah.
So tell us, what are some of the pros and cons have you faced with starting your business and dealing with the whole starting a business kind of thing and just getting it up and running?
Yeah, can you repeat the first part again? I'm sorry, it cut
Some
off
of
a little
the
bit.
some of the pros and cons that you
Mm.
have faced in business.
Yeah, okay. So pros is that I'm doing something that I like to do,
Gotcha.
and that I can do this from my house, and and that it's all on me, like that I
Right.
rely on myself. Cons is that it's a lot of freaking work. And I also have to rely on myself.
Right.
That is a pro and a con. And that there's just, in terms of like learning, you truly have to learn a whole bunch of things. Like if you're not brought up in a family that is business people, which I
Mhm.
wasn't, you have to learn all of these things, right? And
Oh
as soon
yeah.
as like filing LLCs and getting an EIN, like all these tax things, and all of these like super legal things that intimidate the ish out of me.
Yes.
I'm just like,
It
oh
is
my gosh,
very
what?
intimidating. Yes.
Yeah,
Because you
that is,
signing your life away. Like,
oh my gosh, I know. I was like, it can be so intimidating. But it's, I don't know, I feel like you have to want to do it. Like you
okay.
have to be in it, and I definitely am in this. I'm very proud for how far I've come on my own, and
Hmm.
I look forward to all the things I will achieve in the future, you know.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
As a businesswoman, what have some things you faced as a businesswoman? Are there some good things and bad things? More pro of kinds as a businesswoman you have faced so far in the business world.
Mm. Okay, some things I have faced as a businesswoman is the okay, I'm not a social media person in my personal life. I actually am very much a private person. And
Gotcha.
so one thing I've had to face is putting myself out there on social media for the sake of my business, right? Like
Right.
before my business, I had no Facebook, I had no Instagram. I deleted that stuff years ago.
So that's
Years
like
ago.
a culture shock for you.
Yeah. Yeah, like when I stopped using Instagram and Facebook, it was probably like 2015, 2016 or something, probably closer to 2015 actually. And I just stopped. Like I was like, I don't care for this anymore. And coming back 2020, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like there's so many new features, like there's this whole entire culture online, and now I got to learn all of it. Like
Right.
I have to learn it all. And not only do I have to learn it all, I have to put myself out there and be okay with hundreds, thousands of people seeing me and my
Mhm.
things, you know? So that has been something that I've had to like wrap my mind around, but we're doing good. So
Right.
far so good. Yeah.
That's
I'm
good. That's
actually
great.
like I'm very introverted, but I'm a very introverted person, but I do like talking to people and connecting with people. So
Mhm.
I think I'm doing okay.
That's good. You got to take baby steps. Everything is not, you don't have to jump and do everything so sudden. Everything is a baby step. And coming back to the social
Mhm.
media culture is a big old, that's a huge step. But you have
Yeah.
to put yourself out there. You have to be the face of your brand because that's your brand. That's not nobody else's brand. So it's important that you have to make you the face of your brand and not rely on nobody else. So it's gonna be times you might have to go live and do things. So you have to be in that comfortable zone to know that hey, my face is gonna be out there. But it's okay at the same time. So as for this promotion, what are some ways you have been promoting your business?
Yeah, well, trying to stay consistent on my social platforms, which so far I have Facebook and Instagram, and I'm currently working on getting my Pinterest up. And then after my Pinterest, and TikTok as well, because all the kids are on TikTok, so you got to be on
Everybody's
TikTok
on
too.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Everybody on TikTok.
yeah,
Lord. TikTok, I think TikTok take over your life because you can start in
girl.
broad daylight on TikTok, and when you look, it's nighttime.
Yeah, it's like a modern Vine, is the way I think about it. Remember
Yeah,
Vine? Yeah.
I remember buying that.
Yeah, it's like a modern Vine. But
TikTok, like
yeah.
TikTok
So,
can be a baby sometimes.
oh my gosh, TikTok. Like I like watching like the TikTok compilations on YouTube or whatever, but I'm not a social media kind of person, so I don't spend hours on
Hmm.
TikTok scrolling or anything like that, you know? Um, and then what I want to do next as well is get an Etsy shop up and running as well, because I'm trying to make it available for as many people as possible. Like I'm trying to stretch myself in many different directions so that way
Okay.
anybody can run into NIE living anywhere, you know?
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha. And that's
yeah.
that, that's the way we want to do. Like we want to put our brand out there because we want to attract and touch as many as people as we can in this
Yeah.
whole business thing because it's just so many places you can navigate and get through. I like Essay too. So Pinterest is another one that's really hard to. For me, I'm still trying to figure Pinterest out. I'm trying to figure out how you get people to see these Pinterest. Like you got boards, you got to put the boards on here. Like I'm still trying to figure Pinterest out myself. So,
Yeah,
but
I've been watching YouTube videos about it, just trying to learn. Cause like I like Pinterest to look through, like get inspiration for
right.
whatever I need to do.
Hmm.
But I don't use Pinterest in the sense of like I'm creating pins and boards and all that. Like I don't really use it for that. So that's new to me. So I have to, especially on a business aspect of it as well. So I
Hmm.
have to like look at videos and get all these tips from all these people who do
Right. Who
Pinterest
uses
to
it?
see what's the best thing to do.
Yeah, because you have people that only deal with Pinterest because that's something that they deal with 24 hours a day. Like I love Pinterest to go on to find other ideas, but
Right.
as far as navigating it for my business on, okay, do I create this board? Do I pin it here? Do I like what do I do with it? And I just
Yeah.
that's just that now Pinterest is very, very challenging, but it's a great way
Right.
to promote.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
And it's a free resource in a way as well. So I'm trying to use as many free resources as I can
mhm,
before getting into like paid ads, and because that's a whole nother field, that's a whole nother league
that
kind of
it
thing,
is. It can be
Yeah.
pricey too. Like, I use Google Ads. That can be pricey because Every
Right.
time somebody clicks on it, that's the price, it's pricing. So it
Yeah.
can be pricey. You have to put yourself on a budget that say, I'm gonna do $10, $12 a day, So in those
Right.
12 and $10 adds up.
Right. Right. Right.
So, that's great. So as far as being in the business world, starting your own business, what have been the exciting part for you?
Ooh, the creativity behind it all. I'm
Okay,
very much a creative, so like putting together like figuring out my branding, for example, and like how I want things to look, or like I take my own photos. So like if you go on the website and you see the pictures, like I took all those photos, so being able to like put things together to make it look how I want it to look has been the exciting part. And when I get orders, that's always exciting too.
it is. I like the whole packaging part.
you know?
Like, oh, the
Yes, it's like it's paying off. The hard work is paying off. Thank you, Jesus.
yes,
Yes. No,
that's
but honestly, like the most fun thing for me is always just the creativity behind it. Like, how can I make this how I envision it, Like, how can
gotcha.
I take that a step up? Like, oh, I'm
Hmm.
sorry. That to me is like the fun thing about it. The sucky part, I guess, would be like finding a way to like promote it, and like market it, and getting engagements and followers and building that kind of growth, your social growth and stuff. That is a little more like but it's part of the process, so I'm okay with that. But when it comes to like taking pictures and creating things, like I really enjoy that.
Right. I like it too. I like just I like the fact that I'm my own boss. Like I get to create my
Yes.
own work. Like that's the
Yes.
fun part about it to me. Um it's always good to see people, especially as far as when it comes down to orders. It's exciting to me because I get that somebody taking a chance on me and my business and
Yeah.
me and believing in my products, not just me believing, yeah, my product's the best and all. Like it's somebody else that believes in what I do, so
Right.
that's always the fun part too. So what are your colors? Are your colors beige and white?
Yes. Yeah, for the most part right now, it's more like very earth tones kind of thing.
Okay.
So I use a lot of like brown or different shades of brown and like a beigeish white color. Sometimes I'll sprinkle in like a very like not like a neon pink, but like a very
Subtle
calm
pink.
down tone of pink.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've also been playing around with like greens as well. So
Okay.
those are
That's
really
great.
my colors. Yeah. Yeah.
And like colors is something that that was something that I had to learn because I'm like, what the hell colors gotta do with it? Like
Yeah.
why I need a color? Like what the burn? And for me,
Yeah.
colors don't matter, but if I had to, like purple have been always my color. Like um if you guys read my book, The Journey, and the journey is about my life, purple was the only color I could spell. Like
Yeah.
purple, like I like everything else. My focus used to always be. My mama used to ask me, what color you learn today? Purple, Purple. That's not the only color. Like from a young
Yes.
girl, that's not the only color. And if in my book, I talk about where I wasn't able to read in the fourth grade, so purple was the
Okay.
only color. And even though red is easy and it's only three letters, but purple was the only color that Purple.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to find some more colors in the crayon box because that's not the only. I think it
But
was the
it
I think it was the only color that kind of stick, But I love
yeah.
purple.
Yeah, and it's crazy how colors is like that, right? Because like we don't think of it as like what is it? What does color even matter? right? But there's definitely like the color theory behind it all, right? Like
Right.
when I started my business, that was something that I had to learn as well, is like how colors affect, right,
Hmm.
people and
Hmm.
whatnot. So like for example, like McDonald's is red, and red is usually like a color like that'll make you hungry subconsciously, right?
Well,
Like
I
it
heard that.
brings
Hmm.
like it gives you the craving of wanting to eat something. So that's like why McDonald's is red, you know, or like Burger King or Arby's or
Which
you know,
that's
like all
funny
these.
that you bringing out all of them. Like Rallies have red.
Yes,
Rallies got the
exactly.
red and black checker.
Chick-fil-A,
Yeah,
you
all
know.
of them have that red in their
Yeah, and
business.
you
Like
don't
I
think
never
about
know.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't think
like
about
and
it.
if
It's
you
just
think
part
about
of it, but there is definitely a science behind it, you know? And purple's like very much like I think of it as like a matriarch color, you know, like it's very like regal and very like confident and grounding as well, you know. So like, and I think that that speaks to who from who I know you as of so far, you know, like how I know you to be. You're very much like matriarch kind of
wow.
figure, you know. You're very like you're a safe space for people, you know, and you're
Mhm.
like very encouraging and you're confident in who you are. So I think like that speaks like you liking the color purple and that being a part of you speaks to who you are as a person, at least from what I can see and from what I know so far. So it makes sense,
I'm a little
girl.
crazy too, so I think we all a little crazy
Yeah.
these days. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, purple have been always my color, and like they say, royalty. Like I always think of myself this big, huge person, and having these great ideas and confident about myself. I have been down the road of insecure because I was a plus size girl. So you go through these little times, but you build yourself up, and every day that's what you want to do. So yes, purple is my color. I love purple. Like
Yeah.
I love lavender. I love the purple family, period. Like
Yeah.
that whole little family. So
Yeah.
I love it.
Growing up, my colors, my favorite, I never really had like a favorite color, but if I had to pick, it was always pink, blue, and purple, like those
Okay.
three. Which is, if you think about it, pink and blue do make purple
Purple.
anyways, you
Hmm.
know. But it was always pink, blue, and purple. Like that color combination for me was always like perfect. So
Right. It
yeah.
speaks to it speaks to your personality. So if we sat down here and if there's certain other ladies that's sitting down watching this video, what suggestions that you would give them as far as if they say, I want to start my business, but I don't know if this or I don't know if I could do this. What suggestions or what advice do you have to give them?
Ooh, this is tough. Because everyone is at a different point in their lives. But I think finding your why, like why do you want to do that, is the most important thing, you
Right,
know? Like you're like, oh, I want to, like, if you tell me, oh, I want to start a business and I want to sell XYZ, my question would be why, right? And I think
right,
figuring out that why is the most important thing, because that's what's going to motivate you and push you and keep you going, even
right,
on the days that you want to give up,
right,
like finding that purpose, I guess I would say, like for me, I always knew I wanted to start a business. I always knew I wanted to be my own boss. I hate, I don't like having to clock in and clock out, having to go on someone else's schedule. I don't
yes,
like the idea of 26 paychecks in a year. I don't like the idea of only 2 weeks vacation.
patient.
I don't like the idea of giving my hours, my life away to a company.
Mm-hmm.
So my why, like I knew I always wanted to start a business. I just didn't know specifically doing what, you know? And I think once I fell into my healing journey, I always loved DIY. I always loved home decor. So
Mhm.
to me, it made sense to go that route.
Mhm.
So when I found that for myself, like my own crystal journey, and I feel every time I walk in through my door, I feel good. I want to help people do that.
To feel
Of
good.
course, of course, I want to build a company to the point where I can leave my 9 to 5. Who doesn't? you
We
know?
all trying to get there.
Yeah, that's definitely part of the journey. But I think when I truly like committed to like helping other people, create that for themselves as well,
Mhm.
that's when it became more purposeful for me and gave me
Mhm.
more of a reason to go after it. So
Overall, you would say find your why and your purpose.
find your why and your purpose.
And that
Yeah,
purpose could be
why do you
even
want
your
to
little
do that?
niche. Yeah, your little niche, because I feel like we all have a purpose here on earth. Like,
Of
we just have
course.
to find. It takes a little while and it takes a little time. It takes a time to dibble in this and dibble in that. But
Yeah.
eventually you find that niche and that purpose, but you have to keep at it. Like, you just can't say, well, I try this and I don't like this. You can't just give up. You have to keep on, because we all have that purpose in life. We all have a purpose that we are on this earth to fulfill. And it may be something small.
Yeah. I think I think if you as a person think that you're only meant to live a life that's anything less than what you desire, you're out of your mind. I think like the reason that you are literally here on earth is not by chance. It's not because your parents did whatever they did and you're here, or it's not any of that. Like you are literally here on earth because you have a mission to fulfill.
Right.
You have to leave everything behind. For me, like, how do I say, like, growing up, I was bullied a lot, both at home and at school for being overweight. And so I carry a lot of that, whatever. And I've had to like let go of that and realize, and everyone, no matter how traumatic their lives have been, right? You have a purpose on
Hmm.
this earth. If you are currently here right now, you
In this
have a
time, you
mission
have
to
a purpose. Hmm.
fulfill. And so I think if you think that you don't have that, you are out of your dang mind. You
I
are
mean, I
out of
need you
your
to
mind.
dig.
You
Yeah,
cannot
you have
convince me
to dig
otherwise.
to find it, because I look at everything that I have did in life. Like, I have been taking care of my mama for 10 years. My job, another one of my jobs was helping people. My job at the convention center was helping people, customer service. And it's just been always this whole thing. So I sat down and I was like, you know what? That's my niche. That's the little thing that makes Erica, that I'm
Right.
always helping somebody. So you find that thing of helping, and it's okay
Yeah.
to be a helper, because we all here to do something different. We're here to do something, to take care of people, because they need somebody to take care of other people. But on
Yeah.
that same token, you have to take care of yourself too.
Exactly. Yeah.
So.
And you Erica, you always say I matter, you matter. And I think that's period. Like that's it. Like
Mhm.
everyone matters and everyone's experiences and feelings are valid, right? And
Exactly.
the things that you've gone through, you even though they might have sucked, you
And they
had
might have
to
hurt
go
it.
through it, yeah,
Mhm.
to become the person that you are today. Or if you're going through it now, it's so you can grow into the person you're meant to be. But everything that happens in your life matters, and as a person you matter. And everyone, I always truly believe that everyone has a mission to fulfill. And
Mhm.
so you figure that out by having faith in God, that knowing that like he brought you here for a reason, and you just have to find your way, and he will guide your way, you know?
Right.
So
Especially
you just have to have
when you
faith.
doing your purpose, it is. He will guide you. Like it's just been such a journey. Like I wouldn't trade it in for nothing. Like nothing I do,
Yeah.
even taking care of my mom, like quitting my job. I wouldn't trade that because I have been on this journey and I feel like this is my purpose because God have been really guiding me through this even in the tougher times.
Yeah.
So it's your journey. We all have a purpose. So even
Yeah.
with your business, you take your business, you turn it. Sometimes you have to turn your pain into purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I know that the things that I've gone through in life are part of my story and my
Hmm.
journey. And so that is very much necessary for the lives that I'm going to impact in the future, because they might need to hear my story in order for whatever needs to click in their mind or for whatever motivation they need. Like that hasn't happened yet, or maybe I have influenced a couple people, who knows?
Right, you
But
just never
but
know.
it's all part of the journey, you
It's
know?
all part of that business, even though it's a business, but it's still our journey. You
Yeah.
still on your journey, so you just never know. It takes like I really didn't know. Like, hey, you my friend. Like I did not know that was just something that every morning I would get up. Hey, you my friend. Hey, you my friend. And Kim was like, you need to do something with hey, you my friend. So every morning, then I know we all are dealing with something. So somebody
Yeah.
needed a motivation. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just get up every morning. Hey, you my friend, you beautiful. Hey, you my friend, today is your day. And I really didn't know people really just listen to it like that.
Oh
Like
yeah.
my followers on TikTok, like I'll put up the hey you my friend, they'll be like, hey you my friend, how you doing? I was like, what? So it's like, it makes you feel like I I touched somebody today, so I'd accomplished that goal if it was just that one person.
Yeah.
So we all have a mission and we all have a purpose. So I
Mhm.
like that having purpose, your why and your purpose to figure out where you want to be
Yeah,
and what.
I was definitely one of those people. I was one of those people because there was one day I forgot, it was a couple months ago, and I stumbled across "Hey You, My Friend" over there, and I can't remember specifically what you talked about, but it was like you knew what I was going through when I came across that message. It was like God like put you there, like to remind me like it's okay to keep going or whatever, just to
Right.
hold my head high. I wish I remembered what it was, but I was like, is she like, does she know me? Like she talking straight at me right now. It was so crazy, like the timing of it all. So I
I
was
had
definitely
that.
one of
Like
those
one
people.
girl on TikTok was like, "You was in my bedroom last night, huh?" I was like, "No." She was like, "Yes, you was." Like it's just those
Yes.
comments, and when you get that one comment or that one thank you or that one thing to say, you help me. It's like, okay, well, if I touch that one person, if I keep going, I can touch somebody else. So some mornings I get up and not only hey you my friend just might not be for y'all, but hey you my friend sometimes for me because I go through my own little issues. Sometimes I gotta talk myself off the ledge because you go
Yes.
through that because you're a human. So when I hear somebody say that touched me, or you was in my bed, like she was like, you must have was listening to me last night. And I was like, no, I wasn't. So it always makes you feel good that you
Yeah.
keep going. Even though it
Yeah.
was one person, but you just keep going because then you touching others. So
Yeah.
yes, I'm excited about it. I love Hey You, my friend over there.
Yeah. I'm so grateful that you do post those, because even the days that I didn't know I need to hear it, you like I'll come across it and I'll be like, damn, she's speaking a word right now. She giving us a word.
Damn,
So
Erica,
I'm
I didn't
so
want to hear that
grateful for you
today.
about that.
I wanted to sob in this right now. And guess what? Let me tell you, it's okay. It's okay to be not okay, but we can't live in
Yeah.
those moments because I get up some days not okay. But I
Yeah.
know I can't just live there. Okay, it's good that you're there, but you gotta get up, man. You gotta go, because we got shit to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
We got goals to reach. We gotta accomplish these missions that we on. So yes, I love it. So I'm excited. I really love this conversation. I love that you have energy. So what's the plan for the future? Now the future could be tomorrow. So what's the plan you have for your business?
The plan I have for my business is to grow. Like I want to impact people. Like I want to help them create, for at least for my business, I want to help them create the spaces that they envision themselves in, and I just can't wait to help people create their own spaces, however that is, so if I can help people do that, that's fantastic. But in terms of like the business itself, like I just envision it just growing and becoming something I never even dreamed of, like
I
something
like
just
that.
out of my wildest dreams. Like I want to, however long it takes, but if I can look back 10 years from now and be like, wow, little did I know all this was to come, like that would be amazing. So, but who knows? We're just taking it one day at a time over here because I'm on my own timeline. you
You're
know?
right. One day, one step at a time, but we're gonna get there.
Exactly. I just have faith
Yeah.
that
So
it's gonna
tell
come together.
everyone where they can find you at on social media.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on. I truly, truly appreciate this opportunity and just getting to spend time with you.
Yes,
But if you're interested in crystals, again, my name is Cam and my business's name is NIE Living. And you can find us on Facebook, Instagram at ENIE Living. And then our website is enieliving.com. So definitely come on by. I'd love to have everyone come over and say hi, have conversations, hit up in the comments. I'm always there. So yeah, it was so nice just chatting and getting to know y'all and talk to you today. So thank
yes.
you.
So give us a one positive affirmation.
Ooh, okay. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I am worthy of and attract abundance and success into my life easy and quickly.
And that's what we doing, y'all. And my one positive affirmation to everyone is love yourself.
Yes.
Love yourself more than anything. So
Yes.
that's what we have today. So I want to thank everyone from joining in with us today here at To the Max Girl Talk. I want to thank Kim for taking time out her busy day to have the chat with us.
Oh, it's my
Allowing
pleasure, my
us,
honor.
yes, to allowing us to share her story about her business. So Cam, thanks so much, and you
Thank
have a
you.
great day.
Yes. Thank you so much.
No problem.